Hello my viewers, welcome back to the channel. By the video title, you know what this video is about. Got some NFL news going on. Of course, you know Brandon Aiyuk earlier today asked for a trade. You know, it became like a public thing. Remember at first was kind of speculations and rumors, but now he's officially asked for a trade. And we don't know exactly where he's going to go. Remember on the Pittsburgh podcast, that little thing that happened where he mentioned Washington Commanders, he mentioned Pittsburgh Steelers as teams that he would like to play for if he didn't play for the 49ers. So we'll see what happens. I don't think the 49ers was to trade him, which I don't think they will trade him. I think they probably would play things out, let things like kind of play out a little bit as the season goes on. Because they kind of have not a full leverage fully, but a little leverage. So some teams might look looking at it, they might try to lowball the 49ers a little bit and be like, we're going to send this over there, send that over there, and be like, well, we just wait till next season to get them in free agency. But the 49ers could, I think, they might be able to maybe franchise tag him. I'm not mistaken. I think he had a 1-year deal left on his contract. Might be able to franchise tag him after the season and maybe do a trade too after that. So we'll see exactly what the 49ers do fully. I feel like his stock would have been even higher if they traded him during the draft time. Draft time when it was like very going and high and going, like some team that needed receivers, with a team like the Bills, you know, Steelers, you know, like people mentioned Commanders and different other things that add like to their repertoire of stuff. But I think most likely he'll probably stay with the 49ers. But if they was to trade for him, I think it'd probably take a second plus, you know, maybe a first or a second. But 49ers can be asking for too much because the team that get him will have to pay for him as well. I pay some big time money for him, like they're $20+ million a year. So I feel like you're gonna have to go out there and see what to do. Also, you look at the Steelers. The Steelers are a team that could be in play for Brandon Aiyuk, but I don't see the Steelers spending that big bucks on the most big bucks on the receiver. They haven't did that in quite some time. I think Antonio Brown was the last receiver they really spent like a lot of money on. But besides that, they really don't spend big bucks on receivers. A lot of receivers they had, like the Emmanuel Sanders when they had him before, when they had, of course, Michael Wallace when he left, and all these different guys and stuff. They never spend the big bucks on the receivers sometimes. Like most of those guys like end up leaving a little bit. But maybe the Steelers do it. You know, he's a young player. He's 25 years old. He was an All-Pro last year as well. He was an amazing player. And you look at his numbers, statistically every year he's gotten better and better and better. So it wouldn't be bad to add like Brandon Aiyuk to the team. Washington Commanders would be a nice spot for him as well too. Because you look at what they have on their roster, they already have Terry McLaurin. I seen somebody, I think one of the fans was saying that, like they're saying like they should trade Terry McLaurin in a first for Brandon Aiyuk. That would be way too much. First of all, I don't want Terry McLaurin to go anywhere. If I'm a Commanders fan, I'm the Commanders team. I'm like, I want Brandon Aiyuk to play with Terry McLaurin. So I have my young quarterback Jaden Daniels have two weapons like that, two number ones on the outside. But I guess some people was just trying to think outside the box, thinking that it'd be like something crazy. But I feel like they probably find something to happen. Maybe trade Jahan Dotson. Jahan Dotson is pretty solid, nice player as well. Maybe trade him and send a first over there like that, or a second over there, something like that, or something to find a way to like trade that and bring him in. And imagine that, Brandon Aiyuk on one side, you have Terry McLaurin on the other side with Jaden Daniels as well. Maybe a little nice little receiving duo right there, two number ones. So we'll see exactly what happens. I believe he probably will stay with the 49ers this season and maybe see how things pan out. Kind of like how T. Higgins doing a little bit with the Bengals. You know, they had trade rumors at first. I know somebody mentioned the Cowboys at one point. Like the Cowboys, I'm like, you haven't paid Michael Parsons yet fully. I think his contract still haven't got done yet. The extension. CeeDee Lamb, I think his extension is still pending, right? That's like CeeDee Lamb. The contract thing is still going on as well. Dak Prescott needs extension eventually too. So I'm like, y'all might want to shy away from adding any more headaches to y'all stuff a little bit. But I think overall, the 49ers will probably keep him. Let's move on to another topic. What else we got on here? Seeing some rumors about the Broncos. Maybe extending their offensive lineman Quinn Menres, a 4-year deal, $80 million contract. So I think they said he agreed to the deal. I'm mistaken like that. They said switching some things up, add some pieces. This year they have they over the salary cap as well. I think they over the salary cap. It said the salary cap, the Broncos are over. I think the Broncos have $7.7 million in team cap space. So I guess signing that extension might put them a little over like that. We'll see when the full things come out and stuff. But they said reported Tuesday that AFC West team and offensive guard agreed to a 4-year, $80 million deal that features $45 million guaranteed. As a result, Menres will be one of the highest paid guards in the league today. So they got the deal done. They have Bo Nix being their quarterback. I don't know if he's going to start right off the back. We'll see how things kind of play out with the Broncos. The Broncos is an interesting team because looking at them like from afar, you kind of think they probably be a team that's probably be bottom feeder, probably picking first in the draft or something. But something about them that seemed a little like they could surprise you a little bit. They didn't get things on track. Cause remember, at one point their defense was very nice. I know they lost some pieces on defense a little bit, but the defense still, I feel like, is still solid enough and pretty good enough to go out there and be nice enough to carry them. They can get that run game going. Sean Payton can get that run game going like that and get their offensive line like in sync. They might be able to muster out some things and maybe be competitive a little bit. But what else we have on here? We see some stuff about the Rams earlier today as well. Talking about their big three, Puka, Matthew Stafford, and Cooper Kupp and stuff. And nothing really too crazy, there's a lot of like stuff about Brandon Aiyuk mostly. As you guys know, training camp, I think training camp has started for the Ravens already. I think the Ravens are, this training camp started a little early. Most teams start their stuff kind of next week a little bit, and then you dive into more stuff. And then August the 1st is the first preseason game, I think, if I'm not mistaken. I think it's the Texans versus the Bears, which should be a nice game. Caleb Williams, we're going to get a glimpse of him in that game, get a glimpse of the new-looking Texans. I don't know who all want to play in that, but C.J. Stroud, you having Stephon Diggs, Joe Mixon, Damian Pierce, you have Nico Collins, and you got Tank Dell. They have a superb roster. John Mechie as well added there, then Dalton Schultz. They have a great offense, nice defense as well, and Daniel Hunter, of course, in the offseason. So this season right here going to be crazy. It's going to be a crazy season for everybody. Going to be kind of like very excited because you really don't know what direction it could go. Like the AFC, of course, we know Patrick Mahomes and his Chiefs, Travis Kelce, Andy Reid, and all those guys have a hold on the NFL right now. But look at the AFC teams. A lot of the teams in the AFC can compete. Every team in the AFC North can compete. Look at the AFC West. The Raiders can compete. You look at the Chargers, maybe. We'll see how they look with new coach Harbaugh in. Maybe they can compete. But of course, the Chiefs can compete, of course. And you look at the AFC East. Dolphins can compete. The Bills can compete as well. Jets as well. We have a healthy Aaron Rodgers. And maybe the Patriots. You never know. Never kept the Patriots out. Patriots always find a way to get things done. I know last year they had a down year and stuff, but I feel like they can find a way to get back on track a little bit. The defense was nice last year. The defense was still very effective and very consistent throughout the year. Just the offense couldn't put any points, so they only averaged, I think, like 12 or 13 points a game. So they couldn't win any games, but the defense was holding teams down. So if they can go out there and find a way with Drake May and muster some stuff up and be a team, not go out there and be cutting crazy, but at least go out there and put up maybe 17, 18 points per game, which is nothing crazy, but it's good enough where the defense is playing to help you win. But it's a lot of teams that's very competitive. AFC South, you look at the Texans can compete, the Colts can compete as well. Jaguars, they have their moments, sometimes they be shaky, but they can go out there and compete as well like that. So, and Titans as well too. Will Levis, they added Calvin Ridley, with Andre Hopkins there as well. They got Tony Pollard there as well. They're gonna be airing the ball out. They kind of get into that pass first scheme. So, hey, it's kind of open. The AFC, I know the Chiefs got a hold back championships, of course, but I feel like it's still kind of open to see who can win that. But that's all I got for the video today, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, leave a like and subscribe for more content. And I'll see you guys probably a basketball video or something. There'll be some video coming after this. But peace out.